Thomas.
Hey guys, I'd like to introduce you to Stephen Wall.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Good. Good.
So Eric and Travis are the scientists here on the ranch, and Bryant is head of security and also our safety officer.
I'm just wondering if you can walk us through some of the things as they come to mind, some places that we can look at where there are stories associated with it.
Okay, well, you all want to walk over here.
Everything I know about the time when Terry and Gwen Sherman lived on the ranch is known through the public record. I've never had the opportunity to speak with them personally. I think it's special for our whole team to hear from Stephen.
We are walking down an area where we've been told about some dogs that were killed.
Some vaporizing dogs, right?
They weren't vaporized, they were compressed into the ground.
Compressed. What do you mean by compressed? Like something fell on them or
Like
what?
something heavy smashed them.
Really?
Something actually looked like they were just squashed into the dirt.
Yeah. From what I remember, a blue orb came bouncing down off them rocks right there.
They believe a blue orb killed the dogs? Is that what you're saying? Really?
You heard that story from the people who actually saw it with their own eyes?
I saw it with my own.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
Wow.
When I was a kid, me and my uncle saw something coming down off from the mesa. As we were standing by the house, it looked like a bouncing ball, an orb, I guess you would call it, but it was like a blue color. I remember hearing the dogs whimper, and then I remember finding the dogs smashed. I don't really know what happened, but I just know that man couldn't do that.
I've been told about an area having been burned in the vicinity of each of the animals, like a circle in the ground, and did that actually happen?
Like they
It
were
looked like
charred?
something hot sat right there in the weeds.
Really?
And this is around the dog, almost like whatever compressed them was hot and it burned the earth.
And was it one big circle or was it circled around each animal?
Each animal.
So almost like the outside edge was hot and whatever smashed them down to the ground wasn't and just pressed them into the dirt.
Yes.
When I hear these detailed stories like orbs appearing and crushing the Sherman's dogs, they're hard to believe at face value. But just a month ago, right after we excavated a mysterious pit near Homestead 2, that night while we were eating dinner, both Caleb Bench and I saw a glowing object near my trailer. It was right there, something yellow and goldish color, and it was rectangular.
You know, we ought to keep moving and look for other spots that you want to show us. Maybe head down closer to Homestead 2.
I agree.
As a scientist, I'm still struggling with Stephen's story, but he's so sincere about what he claims happened. And given what I've seen myself, I wonder more and more if there really could be things going on here at Skinwalker Ranch that conventional science just isn't going to explain.
If you can at all be specific about here, if there, if possible. Obviously it was
Okay,
30
yeah,
years
well,
ago, but
Just keep going.
so
So you start getting down in here, and this is where it gets a little crazy around here. But so right here on this knoll right here is where everything just gets crazy, and it seemed like it all focused around this right here.
Are we gonna get out here? Is that what we're doing?
As we were driving toward Homestead 2 with Stephen Wall, who lived here with the Shermans back in the 1990s, all of a sudden he gets really freaked out.
The first story that I can really hardcore remember, down there's a gulch.
Yeah.
Okay? Right over there, you could see something open up in the sky. Something came out of it. A peach-colored object up there, okay? Me and my uncle saw it coming through the field, but it come working its way up through them Russian olive trees, and it came up and it just scouted these trees just like this. Came up, went over the canal, and it drove down the path of that road right there.
I want to make sure I've understood. You described a scouting behavior, like a searching
Yes,
behavior?
like they were searching through the trees, and it went straight up, and that hole closed.
That's interesting. Different people describe seeing an opening, a portal, whatever. Maybe this is a spot that we need to investigate for that.
It's amazing to meet another first-hand witness who believes he may have seen a portal open on Skinwalker Ranch. Stephen seemed very sincere, and it's well known that his aunt and uncle, Gwen and Terry Sherman, were literally terrified so much by what they experienced here that they left the property in 1996 and have never been back.